From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate. It's the last day before the Liberals elect their next leader, and the campaigns are making their final get-out-the-vote push as they seek to rally grassroots support from across the country. Former Bank of Canada Governor Mark Carney, former Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland, former Government House Leader Karina Gould, and former MP Frank Baylis are all running to lead the party into the next election. The party will select a successor to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on Sunday, and the winner will be sworn in as Prime Minister within a matter of days. Meantime, Freeland was on CNN last night, and she told Anderson Cooper how she would negotiate tariffs with the Trump administration if she were to become the Prime Minister.
My approach would be united, strong, and smart. I'm sure there would be lots of insults. I'm sure there would be lots of name-calling. And I'm also sure at the end of the day, we would get back to a win-win.
Meantime, the owner of a Colorado cafe is steamed over the Trump administration's tariffs on Canadian and Mexican imports. At Solar Roast Coffee in Pueblo, Mark Hartkop says he's being served a tough order since he's dependent on both countries for his organic and decaffeinated coffees.
Decaf coffee, when it's organic, is processed either by the Canadians with Canadian process or by the Mexicans with the mountain water process, so it's a really big deal.
Hartkop says to make matters more difficult, he just had to raise prices last month due to inflation. Toronto police say they expect to have more to say later today following a late-night mass shooting in Scarborough. 12 people were injured when the bullets began to fly at a pub in the city's East End a little before 11 p.m. Investigators say out of the 12 people injured, 6 suffered gunshot wounds. The injuries have been reported to range from minor to critical. As of 5 a.m., police say they're still looking for 3 suspects, and all resources are being deployed to locate and arrest those responsible. Out to the East Coast now, where PEI has signed a 4-year, $30 million pharmacare agreement with Ottawa. The deal will see the federal government provide universal access to diabetes medication and contraceptives. The funding will also cover diabetes devices and supplies as of May 1st. The province is the third to sign up with Ottawa, following similar deals recently inked with Manitoba and British Columbia. And finally, 2 decades after she won the title, Carrie Underwood is returning to American Idol as a judge. The 2005 winner is the first decision-maker who was also a contestant.
I hope I can bring a different perspective to the show. There's never been a former winner be on the panel as a judge. And I mean, I know what they're going through, and I know what it's like to be standing up there thinking, like, what song am I supposed to be singing? I don't know. And having judges say, that just wasn't the right song for you. And you're like, I don't know what that means.
Underwood is set to join Lionel Richie and Luke Bryan on the judges' panel. She makes her return on the show's season premiere tomorrow. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Brad Marchand's time in Boston is over. The Bruins dealing their former captain to the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. At the NHL trade deadline, Marchand was in his 16th season with Boston, having helped the franchise win the Stanley Cup in 2011. Another new beginning for Mikko Rantanen. The Dallas Stars acquired Rantanen from the Carolina Hurricanes, then signed him to an 8-year, $96 million U.S. contract. Now, Colorado had traded Rantanen to Carolina as part of a 3-team deal back on January 24th. Now, on the ice, the Winnipeg Jets got past the New Jersey Devils 6-1, and the Vancouver Canucks managed to top the Minnesota Wild 3-1. And some hoop action. The Toronto Raptors are on a nice roll. Emmanuel quickly scoring a season-high 34 points to lead Toronto past the Utah Jazz, 118-109. Quickly added 5 rebounds and 5 assists in helping Toronto earn a 3rd straight win, while Utah suffered its 4th consecutive loss. From the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.